So somebody just asked me the other day, Jason, what religion are you? You know, what is your belief system? And, you know, I've done a video on this, you know, going beyond beliefs, but it's really hard for people to understand that are very anchored in beliefs and, you know, they really sit in their opinions, that there can be a place inside you that is beyond those opinions. You know, so they're always looking to compare and looking at, okay, you are this religion, I'm that. Let's compare beliefs or fight over our lack of agreement on these beliefs, or, you know, find some sort of common ground. Now I can be friends with you because you believe what I do. But ultimately what I believe in is experience and becoming a master of that. That's what I believe in. Okay, so if there is such a belief, you know, I believe in reality. That's what I believe in. You know, and I use different spiritual principles or exercises to achieve greater awareness of reality. So this seems like a foreign concept to the mind, because the mind is always about understanding through information, but the mind is never through experiencing. You know, it's always about comparing information. And then I will experience through the filter of that information what I see. You know, basically, if I believe that trees are green, I will look at every plant and see how it is not green or it is green, and then I'll start to classify. But that doesn't truly mean that I'm experiencing the plant as the beautiful, wondrous presence emitter that it is. You see, like there's a deeper experience when you discard information. When you're no longer anchoring on that, you start to open up and be vulnerable to the experience that's before you. I guess you could say it's kind of like having an argument with somebody, and when you have the argument, you're invested in your opinion. You're not actually allowing in the energy of that person, because you're defending your territory, you're defending the status quo. You're saying, I want to remain separate. Okay, so what are my beliefs? Truly, I'm always striving to go beyond beliefs, to let go of any belief and to not identify with anything that has to do with an opinion. Now, when I go about life, there will be an opinion. I will say, okay, this seems right and wrong from the perspective that I'm at right now, but I'm open to that perspective shifting. You know, right now we've got a disease in the world, and it has to do a lot with beliefs. There are people warring all over the place saying, oh, you should be this or you should be that, you know. But the truth is that going beyond all of that and dealing with reality the way it is right now is everything to do with enlightenment. It has nothing to do with saying I'm a good person or a bad person, because what most people think a good person is what their perspective is showing them. Okay, they are coming up with that belief based on their limited perspective of the infinite. Right? And you could argue with them all day about this, because they'll think that they have the ultimate perspective, and that's why they are anchoring in that belief. But I will say, if you are forcing your belief on somebody else, you have not realized the truth yet. You know? Because this is all about being free of that. You know, beliefs only exist in the mind, and becoming free of the mind and then using the mind as a tool, not as a prison. That's what this enlightenment path is about. So I recently had somebody ask me, Jason, what is your religion? What are your beliefs? You know, what do you believe in? You know? Because most of the time when somebody asks this question, not always, but most of the time what they're doing is they're saying, I'm a part of a certain religion, Jason. Is it okay if I think like you? Is it okay if I get free of my suffering using your techniques, because my religion might not like that, right? If your religion is not okay with you getting free of your suffering, it's time to drop your religion. Or at least drop your misunderstanding around it. Okay? But the fact is that some people don't understand that there is a place inside you that is beyond beliefs. It's beyond idealism. It's beyond saying everybody should be this way, should be that way. There's an experience inside you that exists regardless of what kind of drama is going on in your life. You know, there are a lot of people that aren't experiencing this divine inside themselves, and they come up with a bunch of ideals to say, okay, if you are going to be spiritual, you must be a vegetarian, or you must be this, or you must be that. You must not only speak this way on Wednesday and only speak that way on Thursday, you know? There's all this idealism that's created because people are struggling to find the divine inside them, and they have not found it. This is the only reason why a person comes up with an opinion and starts to tell everybody else how to live. It's the only reason why they start to say, oh, this body should be a different way than it is, or I should make my body into something that is more pleasant or not. It's because they already have not found the pleasantness inside them. Okay? Most likely, if you're watching this video, you're already open to that pleasantness. But most people are not, because they have not seen the limitation of anchoring their life in beliefs. It doesn't matter what game you play, what kind game you play, what saintly game you play, there will always be another level. Always be another level of obligation of, okay, now this is a saintly way to be. Now you must be this way in order to be a true saint. One example could be a vegetarian might say, oh, well, now that everybody on the planet is a vegetarian, now let's see if we can stop breathing, because we're killing microbes every time we take in a breath of air. There are a lot of bacteria in the air, so now let's stop breathing. Because that way, for sure, we won't be killing anything. And oh yeah, the walking thing, let's stop that too, because I've been walking on ants and different bugs all the time, and I don't want to kill any of that either. You know, now once we stop doing that, then I'm sure there's another way that our existence is somehow evil again, and we'll come up with another, restriction or some sort of obligation that we're supposed to uphold that is in contradiction with the reality that is life and death. So what I'm trying to say in this video is that enlightenment and identification with the divine has nothing to do with behavior. It has to do with a space that exists inside you regardless of what's going on the outside. If anything, you become practical and free of beliefs. You become very practical and say, this is what's needed for the body based on what is being told to me, but it has nothing to do with some sort of guilt or some sort of emotional pain that is driving this new lifestyle. There's no emotional pain driving it. There is only what is your truth telling you. And each person will have a different truth. That's okay. Because we are all the divine, and the truth will work through different instruments different ways. It's just like wind. Wind comes through the forest, and when it goes through different leaves, it makes different sounds. It's just like an orchestra. If wind goes through a trumpet or a tuba, there will be a different sound, but it doesn't mean that the wind is not there. You see, the divine is in all of it. So when somebody asks, what are your beliefs? A lot of times, they're saying the wind can only go through one type of belief, but not that one. But the wind is in all of it. The divine is in all of it. And when you find the source of who you are, then the beliefs take the background. They start to not matter so much, because you realize anchoring in beliefs will only be pleasurable until something comes back to contradict your beliefs. We all know of the person who holds on to one opinion of life until somehow life comes in and crushes that opinion. So the only way to be free of the polarities of right and wrong is to no longer anchor in that, is to find the place inside you that is beyond that, and then see what emerges. You see, so spiritual mastery has nothing to do with behavioral rules and regulations. It has to do with where is everything you do coming from. Anything that can come and go, just let go of anything that comes and goes. Let go of your beliefs or ideas that are based in fear, that are based in some sort of emotional guilt or obligation or pain of any kind. Beliefs born out of pain will only breed more pain. There are many atrocities that have been committed in the name of beliefs. So just be here, really be here, and take that deeper. And then see what the divine expresses through you. Thanks for watching. Take care for now. You're still here. Okay, so if you wish to subscribe to the channel, if you haven't already, I'll put a subscribe button right here, okay? And if you wish to watch another video, I'll put a video link right here, so you can just take a look. And if you want to make sure you get the latest updates and notifications in your email when I upload a new video, what you do is just go below this video and just click on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and then right beside it there's a little gear icon. It looks like a little gear. Click on that and then check the box that says send me notifications. So I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you soon.